Hi everybody, and welcome to our September 11th, September 12th full moon webinar. The sun in Virgo, the moon in Pisces. And tomorrow, the actual full moon, I'll give it to you in GMT. It's in the morning, GMT, on the 12th, 9 a.m., 26 minutes, and 39 seconds. Okay. Now we have before us the banner for Virgo with the spiritual mantra, I am the mother and the child, I God, I matter am. And we see here that there are three rulers of the great constellation Virgo, one of the largest or longest of the constellations, some 40 degrees in its length. We have Mercury, the moon, veiling two planets, and Jupiter as well, the hierarchical ruler. So the exoteric ruler, Mercury, the moon, the esoteric ruler, veiling Vulcan and Neptune, I do believe, and as well Jupiter, the hierarchical ruler. The true mantram of Virgo is said by the Tibetan to be Christ in you, the hope of glory. The Buddhic consciousness, which is the essential soul consciousness, coming slowly to fruition and eventually reaching a state of great effulgence and radiation, the glorification of the true human being, who is by that time a member of the fifth kingdom of nature, the kingdom of souls. His glorification at the fourth initiation, and moving on to the mastership, which is the full glorification of the Christ principle. Here we have the Jofra depiction of Virgo, and it is one of the M signs along with Scorpio, meaning that the triple aspect of man is to be found. Man as personality, man as soul, man as monad or spirit. In other words, the mother in this case, microcosmically, is the personality. The child is the Christ child, or the growing Buddhic consciousness, and God is the monad, and then returning again to the mother, who is matter. So all three aspects of the human being are included. As well, this is the constellation, the energy of which represents the great abstraction of matter called Mula Prakriti. Mula Prakriti, or fundamental, homogeneous, undivided root matter, out of which all factors, all beings in the cosmos emerge. The origin of Mula Prakriti, this is a difficult philosophical question, but I believe it to be essentially the self-perception of the ultimate spirit aspect. Mula Prakriti is a reality, but it is a self-perception of that, which is pure being. And when the sentiency of pure being is operative. It can perceive only itself because only itself exists, and that perception is Mula Prakriti. About these thoughts we can have long discussions, but suffice it to say it is the mother aspect which is the foundation of all form. It is the archetype of all Devic life, and we see here in the diagram that the Virgin Goddess is presented with wings, allying her to the Deva kingdom. We see as well the pillars of wisdom, which we would witness also in Gemini, and the possibility of entering a great expansion of potential where consciousness is emerging in matter. Here we have Mercury, ostensibly the ruler of Virgo, but at the same time only the exoteric ruler, yet in a way supremely powerful in Virgo, because the Tibetan tells us that Virgo holds as its exalted planet Mercury. So it is at once the exoteric ruler and, in another sense, the exalted planet. It shows the full range of intelligence expressed as God the Son through matter. It is, we see a reference here, I think, the way the hair is drawn in the Virgin Goddess. We see the Coma Berenices, Bernice's hair, which was offered in sacrifice. We see the sacrificial expression of Virgo and its willingness to serve that which is immediately present. The books, the scrolls are laid out here. The Egyptian jackal is found here. As well the alchemical retort. A great distillation is going on in Virgo. It is a major sign of purification. If the purification is sufficient, we will reach that state that we call the monadic state, which very interestingly is ruled by both Jupiter and Virgo. One might not think it so, but thus it is. And as well, that monadic state is ruled by the polar opposite of Virgo, which is Pisces. There are so many details here. Joffre is obviously well informed about the Egyptian symbolism here. We see various of the Egyptian participants in the mysteries found here. The Virgin is holding the sheaf of wheat, which in a way is the symbol of all fertility. It is that which nourishes man. Man lives by bread, not by bread alone, but definitely bread is the staff of life, and we are speaking here of that which sustains the form of man. Sometimes it has been said that a grain like wheat and also honeybees, they have been planted within the earth or implanted within the earth from the planet Venus. Interestingly, Venus is in its fall in Virgo, but this represents a very high expression of sacrifice, because that which Venus represents, which is the solar angel or the angelic radiant aspect of man's consciousness, falls into matter. That's the fall of the planet, and there begins to germinate until the full power of Christ consciousness is achieved in Virgo through the hierarchical ruler Jupiter. It's a major sign of discipleship, along with the other M sign, Scorpio. And when Virgo is powerful in our chart, or when we pass through one of those periods when there is an ingress of the sun or a major planet or the ascendant into Virgo, the opportunity for the self-cultivation and purification, leading to the cherishing of the inner wisdom and the growth of the inner wisdom, is with us. Interestingly, too, it's a constellation very related to many, many galaxies. It's an area of the sky which is rich in galaxies, which are island universes or points of universal self-expression coming into being. So the fecundity of Virgo is related not only to the products of the earth, but to the great expression in cosmic space of these, the birthing of galaxies, each one of which is a being stupendously greater than anything we are, but we are yet a part of the galactic consciousness, and one day we'll realize ourselves to be fully the logoi which are manifesting through galactic expression.